Carson starts today.
They will throw it to McCleskey again. And he's out across the 45.
You know, for adjusted quickly here to it.
3 receivers to the top, and they throw in that direction as they get it to their playmaker, James Washington, but he can't make the play to pick up the first down. Trey Bennett was all over him as soon as he got that football.
5 receivers.
Rennie Childs motions out of the backfield. And there's an open Washington and a rare drop from him. Ball at the 21. Rudolph. Wow, threw it into a blanket of coverage, looking for Juwan Seals, and almost gave it to Maori Ellison.
Yeah, and Ellison there at the right corner. He was in perfect position to take that ball back. I mean, he jumps as he sees it. But that was a nice job right there playing defense by Juwan Seals.
2nd and 10. Redshirt freshman Justice Hill in the backfield, and he will get the carry. They got to block in a little bit of space. He's inside the 15 down to the 14. Barry J. Sanders doesn't go by Junior in his official name as the tall throw is caught and brought down by Jalen McCleskey. His dad does not have a middle name. This
ability here, transferred, grew up here. Mother still lives here in Oklahoma City, or in Stillwater.
And a nice job by James Washington. Rudolph has Washington, and he takes a lick and let the ball go through his hands.
Inverted wishbone there.
With a Barry chant, and he can't get there.
He tried to go airborne like his dad.
Rudolph dropped the football. It's under a pile there. And it may have squirted out into the end zone in southeastern Louisiana. He's on top of it. So Barry Sanders won't get to finish it as the ball got lost on the transfer between Brad Lundblad. This now the 115th season. Cowboys football here in Stillwater. Jeff Carr will get the carry. A much smaller back than the other 4 that we have seen. He's stopped by Maori Ellison.
Now, that's not easy to do.
Got to practice that a few times.
Yeah.
He's going to air it out here. As Washington over his shoulder can't haul it in. He had a step on Maori Ellison. Carson is back in the backfield. We have seen all 5 running backs. But we will see James Washington get the football again. And as the Lions swarm to Washington, it takes nearly the entire team to bring him down. A 6-yard gain.
That's the right adjective too, Brennan. Swarm. I mean, I saw 9 white hats get to the ball there. And, you know, if you're looking for positives in, you know, this ugly start for the Lions, I mean, that would be a positive. 9 guys down 28-0, get to the ball to bring James Washington down.
Rudolph now at 100 yards on the afternoon. And here's a few more. Nice tackle there on Austin Hayes as soon as he handed off to Justice Hill, and he has nowhere to go. He's a guy that played himself into some playing time. We've talked about the crowded backfield.
Really stayed in there, took a hit that time to deliver that ball.
Handed off to Hill again. We've seen Washington, McCleskey, Seals, Sanders.
No played of any favorites here.
Rudolph spins away from pressure, buys himself some time, and then just has to get rid of it and took a pretty good shot. As Ryan Seegers chased him out.
Just 2 plays ago. Watch the hit right up the middle that he takes. He stays in there. Not much, but he didn't flinch. Ball. Pretty good. It's a favorite escape route of a lot of quarterbacks at both college. Use your quickness to escape from the defensive player.
Quick throw and miscommunication that time with Washington.
That's a good stop that time.
Well, some extended playing time as the redshirt sophomore hands the ball off to Chris Carson on his first play, and a flag comes in.
And that chop block. Yeah, I think it's right over here. So The left guard is engaged, and then left tackle comes and cuts him down. And they're just trying to clean that up at every level. The college level, the pro level right now. As much as anything. Cornelius fits that bill.
Cornelius hands it off as it was 2nd and 17. While they declined the penalty, they enforced it, backed them up. So newcomers into the game as well. 2 true freshman receivers, Dylan Stoner and Obi Obialo, are both in, and Cornelius cannot escape. Sacked by John Taylor on 3rd down for a loss of 4.
Well, John Taylor's a guy that they feel has NFL ability, just unbelievable size. I mean, 340 pounds in a 6'6" frame, and just relentless in his pursuit.
Quakes here in Oklahoma.
They also had to endure a traffic jam driving from Oklahoma City to Stillwater here. Took about an extra 45 minutes.
Connected Jeff Carr out of the backfield. Came near the sideline but stayed in bounds. Torrance Mosley made the tackle. Well, and that helps him prepare each week.
Well, listen to this. I mean, they're allowed to give 85 scholarships, but they have 135 players on the team. That's 50.
They would do a play every 25 seconds. Meanwhile, the defense would never come off the field. They would keep firing the offense at the defense. They'd give them the play. They'd send them onto the field, and they'd keep the rotation going to try and sell as BYU and Arizona on FS1 later tonight. Baldy, what is one of the best opening weekends college football has ever seen?
Now, let me correct you for the first time today, Brent. It is the best opening weekend for the playoffs.
Which means good things. It means that maybe next year will even be better than this year. Cornelius just trying to get away, trying to throw it away. And we'll see if his knee was down or they're calling an incomplete pass. Sean Clavel had him wrapped up.
You can, they're not worth the paper that they're written on. You can do other things better with that paper.
Well, here's something we didn't expect to see. Mason Rudolph back at quarterback, handing this football off.
Now the question is, what offensive...
running back next to him.
Be a question I would have for Mike Gundy after this game.
He's got Washington on the field as well, and he is tripped up and sacked by Lee Spike.
Well, the only thing I'd say here, Brendan, is week was about getting better up front. And maybe they just didn't. That was a bad block at that time. It looked like Carson. It looked like starting running back in there. Like they just need more
yards and a touchdown. I mean, that's not the normal blowout numbers that you see from a quarterback, but he did throw the ball 20 times. Now Chris Carson spins off one. There is a flag back behind the line of scrimmage. Offense by here in the 3rd quarter.
But I wonder, had they, when they were sat down in the 2nd quarter, if they thought it was finished and mentally they kind of shut it down. I don't know what
He's got Justin Hill in the backfield with him. And the first team offense goes for a little more work. They hit Hill out of the backfield, and he's got himself his 5-yard
tough in.
Got to be careful on the sidelines here in Stillwater as they give it to Hill again. And he stopped at 32. After the last run he ran right today. We've seen them all, and I'm not sure anybody has separated themselves as the pass is thrown in the direction of Jawan Seals. Towards
Seals really didn't have much of a chance, kind of stretching out as far as he could.
So 2nd and 10. There is a very small space between the first down marker and the goal line, but they could get a fresh set without getting in the end zone. Rudolph just has to eat that one.
Yeah. Good hit with the safety blitz. Got to Rudolph. I think he was looking for Washington, who was open on a stop route. James Washington down here.
He's at the bottom, 2 at the top. And Rudolph under pressure. Gets away. Gets away again. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown!
Found himself a little alley.
They'll keep it again, and he will get popped again by Javon.
All kinds of potential for the next level.
John Kohler back in at quarterback. Barry Sanders is driven backwards by Anthony Murphy Jr. This is the third guy who missed last year with an injury. A lot of injuries last year for who at that time reigning Southland Conference champion. Kohler wide open. Receiver on the left side in the first quarter. And put it in cruise control. Then put the pedal back down for a little bit, put the starters back in, and now they're knocking on the door again for Mike Gundy. Taylor Cornelius is back, handing the football off to Jeff Carr. As the Cowboys starting at their own 10-yard line, it is the worst start. Last year they had Harlan Miller, 6th-round pick from Arizona on their roster.
Yeah, still there too. Yep. I hadn't seen the final cuts of the Cardinals today, but yeah.
Came in at 167 pounds. It's a little intimidating. Cornelius got away from one, but only picked
that Walsh provided last year.
Not an easy hole to fill as Cornelius finds some time, looking for a block, takes a hit on the sideline. Back out again, and he did. And he made the team the next semester.
Well,
and now that guy who just carried the football was put on scholarship in August. Raised some eyebrows with his debut today. To the end zone, overthrown.
We had him.
As they hand it to Carr, a little cutback move. He was able to stop on a dime, but another flag comes in as